And we're back! Diablo 3, Act 5. Let's get into this. We defeated Diablo! But some other... I think it was Death, wasn't it? The Angel of Death has,
Tyrael sent me to find you. Malthael has taken the Black Soul Stone. You must come with me.
Too many have died here. I will intervene.
But you and Tyrael need to form a plan. We must find Malthael.
Tyrael should meet me in Westmarch. Go.
It will be done. I swear it.
Alright, we're gonna go get Malfoy, or Malfire, Malfi dude. So this is, looking pretty good here. Did you just say prepare to die? We are level 67, 3 more to go. Oh my heavens. That can't be done.
I watched in horror as the guard was struck by the maiden's magic. I heard the sound of his screams until he...
The gates.
Those gates are bound by a spell I cannot break.
Whatever shall we do?
Though this Reaper wields a dangerous sword, its shield, with its rows of razor-sharp spikes, poses the greater.
At least there are other ways into the city.
I sure hope there are other ways into the city, otherwise this game is over. Looking good so far. Let's see, I see our little orangey circle there. We got a baddie to deal with first. I love seeing those orange damage numbers. Love it. Boom. My flesh golem here. We need a treasure goblin. I can't wait to get to our rainbow one, which I think will actually be post-game. Now, because this is a seasonal character, the game isn't over until it's over. We have to see how far we can max out our character. Moldering Waterway. And I'm playing through the story because I enjoy the story. Most folks that are kind of doing the seasonal characters are going for the loot. And for me, I just wanted to play the story and share that with all of you folks. But if I was to do this again, I would just hardcore, speedrun it, basically.
Riches await us.
I would go as far into the story to get the Lorik's crown, the one I'm still wearing today.
Don't go out into the streets.
And then I would switch to adventure mode. But I'm doing the story because I like the story.
It's the end of the world. So many have been killed and the Reapers are everywhere.
Are there other survivors?
General Torian was defending a group of refugees at the old Zakharoon Cathedral, but they're likely all dead by now.
We'll see.
It's the end of the world as we know it. And I feel fine. How many folks know that song? Name the band. It's the end of the world as we know it. Hey, Cravens, what are you doing there?
Keep moving. I think we lost her. No, no!
Those with demon blood must die.
Oh, she's got the Skype too.
Townsfolk.
Woo! I love my RPG mouse. I've mentioned to you before, I've got like 12 buttons by my thumb. And all of these spells here are on my fingertips. The only one I could have easily reprogrammed it, but I didn't put my health. I kind of just went with the default. But
Give it more time.
still kind of nice, actually.
The shadow touched me, and darkness spread across my vision until all I could see was
That needs to
blackness.
recharge.
I gave way to a pale light that sapped my strength. It seemed so easy. But instead, I drew upon the last of my will and fought back. Color flooded back into my sight. The shadow was right before me, and I drove my spear through it.
That needs to recharge.
And I mentioned before, I bought this Logitech mouse for Elder Scrolls Online. That's the reason why I bought it, but I found that it's quite useful in other games. Like, it would be great for Fortnite, right? Where you've got to switch between weapons and also switch between build mode. I just have never configured it for that.
As Malthael has imbued them with
I
the
must
ability
wait.
to sense the living, Revenant archers do not rely on their vision to find their targets. There is no place safe from their sightless gaze. They will find you through stone, wood, and even the ground itself. And once they have their quarry, do not miss. The Revenant Shield Guards were once the personal guard of King Justinian IV. Appointed to the position for bravery and skill at arms, they accompanied the king at all times, resplendent in their ornate armor, wrought by the finest craftsmen in Westmarch. But most spectacular were their shields, which they unerringly employed in the protection of their king.
Getting a lot of lore here. This is like DLC, if you will. It's like the bonus chapter at the end of the game. Of course, the main game ended with Diablo's demise. No, I mean, obviously it's behind us, so... Oh my gosh, we got a lot going on here. Corpse it up, please.
Your death needs.
Defend the church! Repel these vile reapers!
Working on it. Whenever I hear Reapers, I think of Supernatural, but...
Over there. I never imagined such a creature.
Uh-oh.
Give it more time.
That can't be good. I need to get health. There we go. Don't be so mean.
Give it more time.
Working on it. Oh, that hurt. Ow, ow. Ooh, I don't like this guy. Come on.
All must serve the cycle. Give it more time.
Working on it. Whew, that was quite the battle. Hey guys.
We found you.
Yeah, where have you been? Oh, look, we got a new base here, folks, I think. Because I see a book and I saw the mirror. What is this? Can I get in? I don't think I can get in yet. I think this is going to be our new base. And it's all about the base. I see the book here, the Book of Cain. See that? So we're going to eventually live in here, I think.
I've never seen an attack like this. Why has Malthael unleashed his forces on Westmarch?
Because he feeds on death. Every time his reapers kill, he grows stronger. And with the prime evil gone, Malthael believes this is the perfect time to end the eternal conflict.
Humanity has nothing to do with that war.
I agree.
The church! All the refugees are inside! Follow me!
Let's go. We're going to church.
Akarat's bane! This is worse than I feared.
What is it?
A death maiden! Stop her!
Never, your soul will be mine.
Ow.
Any other archer would have fled as I charged, but this one stood its ground, staring down the arrow's shaft through lifeless, empty eye sockets. Even as I swung my blade to take off its head, the thing loosed another shot. How can we fight an enemy that has no fear? nor thought for its own self-preservation.
Look at the scythe! I want it!
We must do everything in our power to slow the Nephilim down, so that the collection of souls is not interrupted. It is the key to Malthael's victory.
So remember that when this game was first released, it was just Diablo 3, and then they released kind of a DLC, or a patch, I guess, and then they changed it to Reaper of Souls. So that is definitely in reference to this chapter we're on here. Let me just have a look at what we have here. I thought I saw a bunch of green. Oh yeah, it's on the helm. Look at this helm. Once I hit level 70, oh yeah, I held that helm because I want it for later dates, later things. But this other stuff is kind of trashy. We've got some nice gems here. Not amazing gems, but nice. Alright, so that's gonna basically, let's go here.
We must confront Malthael. Where is he?
I know only that he is not in Westmarch. He could have taken the Black Soul Stone anywhere in creation.
There are no other clues?
There may be. A sliver broke off when Malthael took the Soul Stone. Perhaps by studying that sliver, I can learn his plans.
Then you must remain here. I will do what I can for Westmarch.
And we got this terrible blue scythe. Ugh. Give us yellow at least. I don't claim to say I would want an orange one, but... Oh my gosh, the gang's all here! Hey, gang!
What was that Death Maiden doing?
She was creating an orb that turns the living into Malthael's death creatures. A single orb can transform hundreds of innocent people every hour, and my men report 2 more of them out in the city.
Soul Crucibles. With 2 of them, Malthael has an endless supply of soldiers.
This magic was not meant to be used so. I will not stand for it.
The Soul Stone can talk!
I have read spells about crucibles that could enslave the dead. Now angels are using them.
Sadly, yes.
And the Death Maidens as well.
Their story is as tragic as Malthael's. Once the vanguard of his wisdom angels, they followed him down the path to darkness.
Well, that doesn't sound good at all.
So the Herodrim have returned.
Tyrael rebuilt the Order to help him take the Soul Stone from heaven, and to protect mankind. After all, you can't be everywhere at once, no matter how powerful you are.
Well, you can try.
Malthael, my brother. He was wisdom, leader of our council, first among angels. And now, he has become this.
How?
After the destruction of the World Stone, Malthael's mood darkened, and he left the heavens frequently. Then he disappeared completely. He must have developed a connection, no, an obsession with human souls.
He was never meant to explore the domain of death. What would Rathmus say if he were here? Any progress?
The sliver is still connected to the Soul Stone. As the stone changes, the sliver will change too. Therefore, I can observe what Malthael is doing to the stone, and if we're lucky, even discover his plan.
Well, let's carry on then. We gotta talk to everybody. Who's this guy?
At long last, a hero comes to save us. That won't bring my wife back, though, will it?
Okay, he's got anger issues.
My library isn't far from here. I was closing everything up for the day when I heard the fighting in the streets. I barred the doors and then squeezed.
WESTMARCH originally grew from the efforts of the great General Rakis to spread his religion beyond the realms of the East. Seized by the superstitions of the Zakarum faith, he drove his paladins relentlessly across the barbaric western lands, subduing the uncivilized tribes he found there. Ultimately, he became king of them all.
Oh boy.
You've heard the legend of the Tomb of Rakis, haven't you? Its location has never been found. Most scholars think it's underneath Westmarch, but I suspect it's somewhere outside the city. Rakis was a clever man, after all.
Was he now? Or what does Ivy have to say for herself?
We stayed to fight, Robert and me, but he fell. And when they started to tear into him, I panicked. I ran.
Many of the survivors here have suffered the same. You should speak to them.
Indeed. I think it's important to find others that have shared experiences.
Did you grab the jewelry at least?
Harold, those monsters were about to kill us.
Well, I would rather be dead than poor.
Ouch. That's kind of wrong. Hey, look! Scoundrel and Templar.
You ask who's to blame for this doom? All of Westmarch, reveling in sin, worshipping petty idols. The Zakarum are gone, and the Order of Malthael now rises. Praise Malthael, and your souls may yet be saved. He spares only the faithful. Donate to the Order and prove your conviction.
No. I see you fast travel. What are you doing there? Emily!
I can't believe we're still alive. And it's all thanks to you. I thought we would die in that foul-smelling place.
You're welcome. Gotta find out what this amulet's all about, and we'll put these gems away. Ooh. Oh, that's a good one. Look at those green stat changes. I'm not overly fussed with the loss of experience, because I was actually thinking about this, that I could probably give this, my existing amulet to... Look at the, yeah, wow. Whew. Okay, so I think we'll go ahead and we'll equip that, and then we'll give our enchantress this one. Really? She's actually going to take a hit? Huh. That can't be right. Damage 76,000. Plus 17, plus 19. Oh, actually, it does look like this one's better. Alright, well, we'll give it back to her then.
You insist.
Okay, we'll put this one in here. And then we will drop off these. There we go. And I wanted to save that. And we'll save this as well. Which one's better? Wow, they're both pretty darn close. Yeah, we'll keep them both. And then we'll trash everything else.
What's that noise?
You tell me.
Is something on your mind?
Do you think Caldeum is under attack as well?
It must be.
At least they have the Iron Wolves. The Lord of Lies could not break them. The Angel of Death will not either.
Fair enough. Let's get rid of all this trash here. Give ourselves, oh my gosh, 5,000 gold. 5,500 gold to repair everything. Whew, that hurts. Foraging wise, I've got 61, 61, 61, 66. So, bracers. 99 experience though. Gloves. That's a pretty nice set of gloves. Let's try shoulders. Those shoulders seem kind of junky. And shoulders. Do we have a level 66 shoulders? Oh, we've got level 70. Wow. Oh, yeah. See, that goes up. It starts at 61 and goes to 70. So I guess we won't bother with the shoulders. That's no good. And let's look at bracers. Okay, so no need for bracers. And then what are these called? Oh, that's a bracer. Sorry, gloves is what I want to look at. Yep. Alright, so I'm not going to make any of those until I get to level 70 from the looks of it. Boots. Let's look at boots. Nope, boots are only 61 to 70. So I guess we're good for that for now. We're going to have to get back to the action.
Responsible for this? It's the poor. They've summoned these monstrosities to take Westmarch for themselves.
Yeah, that's right. The poor people did it. What are you, an idiot? The poor people are trying to survive. What is this over here? Musty cellar. Let's go to the musty cellar. Hey guys. Hey guys. Or guy.
Someone came for me after all this time.
Of course.
The blacksmith heard you down here.
Bloody miracle. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I owe you both.
Follow me.
Follow me, mister. Oh, I can't go that way. I gotta go leave. Really? Nobody heard him down there wrestling with those giant rats? We found your dude.
Why would the angels do this to us?
What are you saying? This is obviously a demon's work.
Remember that noise I heard?
Yep.
It was that lad you rescued.
I'm Bryson. I came here to see your friend.
And now he won't go away.
You don't feel responsible for him?
No, I'm responsible for myself. Though I have decided to repay Hadric by helping him.
And I told you to stay away from my forge.
But maybe he's good with it.
I grew up over by the docks. Not the good part of town, but it's what my parents could afford. They died when the plague swept through a few years ago, within hours of each other. Like they had to stay together. I used to hate them for leaving me, but now it's a relief they didn't have to see all this happen.
Mm-hmm. Let's get back into the action, people. We'll talk to our companions at a later moment here. We gotta smack down some reapers that are collecting souls. Bad reapers. And we're gonna wreck some boxes and barrels here. And listen to the violin. Some corpses here.
Be gone!
Remember that I also want to gather up the kind of early leveled...
Only Malthael had taken the rats too. They are creatures of death. Are
yes. So I need to collect all of the weapons for deconstruction purposes. The sort of gray items or white items, they have reusable parts, so... We're gonna wreck all this stuff. You can't hide from me. Booyah. Now we're getting into the action. One thing I'm not clear on is this frailty. I might switch this something out. Crippling curse that kills enemies with less than 15% health. I mean, I guess it's a good way to finish off, but I don't know. I might switch that spell out. I guess it's not something used as a starter. it's more of an ender. Let me have a once we settle down here. Okay, so let's see here. Let's look at our skills. Frailty. Triggers at 18%. Triggers. Oh yeah, that's the thing though. Gains 2 essence when cursed enemy dies. What does Leech do? Whenever a cursed enemy dies, you are healed. Now curses the ground, healing you. So I'm not sure if any of this is good. Cursed enemies heal the attacker for 2%. Crippling curse that reduces the enemy movement by 75%. The problem is that what I like about this is that it gives essence back. That's the thing. Crippling curse that kills enemies with less than 15%. Yeah, I really like this gain 2 essence. Anyways, alright, let me think that through. We'll figure it out at some later date, time. I think I just went around in a circle. The gang's all here. A lot of corpses here, holy cow. See how my little StarCraft buddy, he goes and collects all the gold? He's so helpful.
After Malthael's disappearance, the Angiris Council appointed his most loyal servant, Urzael, to find him and bring him back to the high heavens. Urzael, accompanied by the sect of maidens who were Malthael's closest followers, set out to find their absent master. They never returned.
Woo! Split you guys into 2. It's a contested villa!
All know the reputation of the exorcists of Westmarch. Those spiritual warriors specialized in removing demonic possession. By custom, they arrive in darkness, clad in cloaks as black as the night that conjured them. They work in secret, extracting the demons that dwell within their subjects.
This is all Justinian's fault. Some king he is.
These exorcists are going down. Oh my gosh, we got a whole gang here. Woo, get in there, buddy.
I must wait.
King Justinian must have fled the city by now. It's time for the people to rise up.
You should leave these petty matters behind.
But this is our chance to get out from under the king's yoke.
Or a chance to just survive without getting any yokes involved. I think surviving is probably a good start.
I must wait.
Hey guys! Risen bones! Oh, we're taking a beating here.
When I first beheld the corpse raiser, I thought myself capable of defeating him. Then he reached out his arm, and the ground in front of him was bathed in a spectral light. The bones of men and beasts rose from the earth and advanced on me.
Yeah, that doesn't sound healthy.
I encountered the most troublesome bats in the caves outside Westmarch. My companions and I had sheltered there with the intent of organizing my many records, when the miserable creatures appeared and tore several of the scrolls to pieces. Truly, the world shall be a poorer place for this.
That needs to recharge. You will make a fine corpse.
We did it!
Thanks for helping, but this isn't over. The king has failed us all. If you don't believe me, read this. His private journal.
How did you come by this?
Well, let's just say it's from someone who cares about us common folk.
I am so weary. Why did you have to die, brother? I was never meant to be king. The nobles threaten revolt to bend me to their will. They will abandon me if I don't keep the peasants in their place. Oh, my position is hopeless.
Alright, the king sounds like he doesn't want to be king. And we'll have to wait and find out what that's all about. Uh-oh. No, the ghosties are creepers. Come back this way, mister. Yes, we'll find out in our next episode of Diablo 3.